Good Friday evening, Southeast Texas. Looking ahead, slight chance coming up this weekend. Dry weather expected early next week ahead of scattered showers and storms on Wednesday, and Memorial Day weekend looking hot, humid, and mainly dry at this far juncture. So tomorrow, a 20 to 30% coverage. Highs may only be in the mid to upper 80s in the lakes area. We'll be closer to 90 here in the triangle, and the heat index as warm as the lower 90s, but I don't think it's going to be much of an issue coming up in the lakes area because of a cold front. Still, we'll have a very high UV index coming up tomorrow, so make sure you use that sunscreen. So tomorrow, we'll be watching quite the influx of moisture. Again, look at the scale, way up there. So very high moisture level content moves in. Plus, we've got a surface feature, a cold front, and an upper level disturbance, plus instability. So that means that we've got four elements or variables all leading to the chance for widely scattered to scattered showers and thunderstorms coming up tomorrow afternoon. Then on Sunday, we've got an upper level disturbance headed our way, plus abundant moisture over southeast Texas. 20, maybe 30% coverage coming up on Sunday. Then the atmosphere dries out as that disturbance moves off. Look how dry it is in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. No instability, no front, no upper level disturbance. We'll go dry on Monday, maybe Tuesday. Then look at this surge of moisture moving on in as we head towards midweek, plus an upper level disturbance and quite a bit of instability. So three factors lead us to believe that a scattering of showers and storms quite possible coming up on Wednesday. But tonight, we'll see increasing cloudiness across the area, maybe the upper 60s in the lakes, the lower 70s in the triangle. A lot of this cloud cover is coming in from West Texas. Thunderstorms over that way, advecting on into Southeast Texas. Then tomorrow, we'll watch a weak front slowly stumble into through Southeast Texas. A little bit of daytime heating, that moisture, 20, maybe 30% coverage moving into our area through the afternoon. The only caveat is sometimes when you have northerly winds ahead of the front, that tends to lower the chance of rain and thunderstorms. And I think that's what's going to happen tomorrow. That's why we're only going a 20 to 30% coverage. Otherwise, on the Gulf of Mexico, looking at mostly smooth seas around a foot, we'll see west and southwest winds at 10 knots, water temperature 82, a high tide at Sabine Pass at 5:55 a.m. and 2:08 p.m. Our forecast tonight, increasing cloudiness, mild and dry. We'll see south and west winds at 5 to 10 knots. Upper 60s lakes closer to 70 in the triangle, and about a 20 to 30% coverage coming up tomorrow. Normally I would go higher, but because we have west and northwest winds ahead of the front, that lowers our chances. What you need are southerly winds clashing with northerly winds. It's called convergence along the front. We don't have that this time. So we'll go with mid to upper 80s in the lakes and closer to 90 here in the triangle. So there's your 20 to 30% coverage. A little more cloud cover on Sunday, and we'll have northerly winds behind the front, so we may not get out of the mid 80s coming up on Sunday. Remember the dry air. Monday, the lack of instability, lots of sun, and about 88. For Tuesday, maybe, possibly an isolated shower storm, probably not though, closer to 90. Then Wednesday, that surge of moisture, 40, 50, maybe 60% coverage. A lot of uncertainty at this far juncture, but I'm very confident of a 40% coverage. Lower chances on Thursday. And then as we head on into the Memorial Day weekend, wow, it really looks like summer as dry air filters on in. Still going to be humid here on the ground with lows near 70, highs in the lower 90s. Probably some of the hottest weather we've seen all season long as we head towards the following weekend. Download our app, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com.